Well, here I am, waking up in not the best shape, still wearing clothes from the night before. My room looking like a war has taken place. I'm feeling a bit dizzy and disoriented and sore. What the hell is this bump on the back of my head? Dear God, no. Now I remember. You see, I always spend Christmas Day with my family, but for Boxing Day, that's me time, when I make sure to hang out with my best buds, Ken and Dave. At around 6 p.m., the guys came over to my place and we sat down for a healthy dinner. We chit-chat for a while and then Ken decides to play some games. But Dave says, nah, let's watch a movie. So after a gentlemanly discussion, I took it upon myself to present a compromise and said, how about we watch a movie first and then we'll play a game after? Ken picks the game, Dave picks the movie. Deal? I regretted letting Dave pick a movie immediately. There were any number of great movies to watch, like Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, but Dave decided on some cheesy romance movie. Needless to say, it was like so totally cringe. Terrible dialogue, embarrassing situations, exaggerated love stories. Why can't we get any of that? None of us have girlfriends now. I've been single for years. I don't really talk to girls. The only females I talk to are my mom and my pet cat. And even then, I'm not sure if Muffins is female or just neutered. After the movie was game time. But what will we play? I asked. We've got Monopoly, Snakes and Ladders, Super Mario Odyssey, Ring Fit Adventure. But Ken wasn't up for them. No, he wanted something new, something a little more romantic. Ken wanted to play a challenge game. Now, usually, when we mix alcohol and challenge games, it usually ends up with one of us running around the house naked or sticking our finger into an electrical socket. But this time was different. This time, we were going to see who of us could successfully convince a girl to go on a date. There was no way I was doing it. I can't talk to girls. Heck, I need about 20 minutes prep time to talk to my neighbor, old lady Susan. One time, Susan's cat kept leaving me fish bones on my doorstep. I had to put a stop to this, but I was so nervous to bring it up to her. So I took a bath, sprayed cologne, brushed my teeth twice, and prepared an introduction speech. I practiced the speech several hundred times, imagined all Susan's possible replies, and came back with potential answers. I was all set to have the discussion in a calm and adult manner. Unfortunately, Susan is in fact deaf, so I had to leave her a note. After some gentle goading by Ken, I decided it would be better if I played, even if just to show the guys who's the boss around here. The first one to get one wins, and they get to upload a victory post with an ugly photo of the loser. 1, 2, 3, go team! So first things first, we needed to find some girls. When we couldn't find any in my house, we decided we would need to go elsewhere. We needed a party. But where could we find one? The nearest cafe to us was a 15-minute drive away, and it wasn't exactly friendly. Then Ken remembered seeing a wedding party that was happening just down the street at a neighbor's. Sorted. I mean, I wasn't exactly close to the groom. In fact, I don't think I ever met him, but I'm sure it will be fine. So we arrived at the party and started to strut our stuff, trying to blend in and not getting made by the party organizer. After a while, a guy in a suit comes over to us. It was the groom. We engaged in small talk and tried not to give away our ploy. The groom was just about to move on, leaving us in the clear, when disaster struck. He asked, "Who are you guys friends with anyways?" "We've been had. We're done for." I was all ready to fess up when Ken blurts out, "We know Rebecca." We're in the clear. Good one, bro. "You mean Grandma?" asked the groom. Ken had dug us into a hole and was now trying to dig his way out of it. He said, "Yeah, we met her at a tea party. She's really nice and sweet." I don't know where he got that idea from. Any grandmas I know tend to be old bats who are about as nice as they are always yelling. But I digress. Ken continued, saying how Grandma Becca talked about how lovely the wife and groom are as a couple. Did the groom buy it? Not really. Evidently, Grandma Becca had passed away 3 years earlier. I waited for Ken to regale us in tales of how we could speak to dead people. Instead, Ken just nodded and simply slipped away from the conversation. I grabbed Dave and followed suit. We moved on to another corner and reignited our quest for girls. Eventually, we zeroed in on a target. First up was Ken. He brushed himself off and happily approached the girl. They talked for a while. She even giggled. Then she took out her phone and exchanged contact details. Then it was Dave's turn. He was a bit nervous though. He wasn't quite as successful. He motioned to approach a cute brunette and subsequently puked right on top of me. Dave surrendered. Now it was my turn. I could have surrendered too, knowing I wouldn't be the only loser of the night. But my ego and several units of alcohol wouldn't let me. I had to do it. If Ken can get a girl's number, then so can I. It cannot be that hard. After all, I had an ace up my sleeve. While the others were off talking and vomiting, I was Googling 8 ways to impress a girl. Armed with my 8 foolproof strategies from a well-respected and clearly well-researched WikiHow article, there was no way I could fail. Step 1. Look into her eyes. I approach the girl and look right into her eyes with what I can only describe as a death stare. You know those burning stares that go right through your eyes and can peek into your very soul? I was off to a great start. Step 2. Smile. Just a polite smile would do, but I wasn't exactly thinking straight. I kept with my horror film motif and gave a huge Cheshire Cat grin that could only be compared to that of the Joker or Pennywise. Step 3. Start a conversation with a compliment. I said, "Hey girl, you look great in that dress. It reminds me of my grandmother." Oh yeah, she was into me all right. She didn't even run away. Step 4. Get her a drink. I got her a real fancy something or other, I'm not sure. I just took it from a waiter that was walking past. At least I think it was a waiter. Come to think of it, it may have just been another person's drink. It's amazing what you can get away with when you pretend you know what you're doing. Step 5. Ask her questions. Asking questions about her past and her favorite things allows women to open up and feel comfortable around you, while also showing her that you're interested in more than just her looks. That was the plan, but I couldn't think of anything proper to say. So I just asked, how does SpongeBob light fire underwater? And why don't the hairs on your arms get split ends? Step 6. Ignore your phone. Apparently, when you're talking with a woman, it's important for her to see you either silence or turn off your phone completely. This shows you are giving her your undivided attention. Conveniently, Dave called right then, giving me ample opportunity to visibly ignore them. I turned off my phone right in front of the girl and then threw it into a bush. It would later transpire they were trying to warn me that I was flying low. Step 7. Show them your knowledge of what you are good at. I didn't have a sketch pad with me, which would have been awesome. I could have regaled her in my knowledge or art or shown her my work. Instead, I listed various random facts such as, did you know a cat can produce over 100 types of sounds, but a dog can only do 10? And if Barbie was a human, her measurements would be 39, 23, 33. And if I'm not wrong, yours are about 45, 36. Maybe I misjudged her size. Anyways, I may have gotten hit, but I took it like a man. Well, that's all I remember, for now. At least it's all in the past. All forgotten, and I can just get on with my... Gosh! Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to click like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell. Please share it to your friends if you like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.